Hey guys, it's John at Olympian Exotics here, and this is a custom build that I'm going to go deliver in maybe about 30 minutes. So I just wanted to show it off real quick. This is this is a 48 inch wide, 36 inch tall, 24 inch deep enclosure. This is gonna be for a rhino iguana when it's a juvenile. So this was my kind of little design that I had. So as you can see, I made a little perch, well, a little shelf right there. We have UV light and a heat panel installed up here. It might be a bit excessive for the heat panel, but it'll definitely get it warm enough. They're gonna run a thermostat probe right there onto the shelf, so that way we'll make sure it doesn't get too hot or anything. And then there's going to be cool areas obviously away from the heat panel. We have 4 vents up here that are going to let the heat rise out, and as well as just have a nice airflow. As you can see, I ran the cords back through that way. That way there's not a big hole for that. That's for the probe. I scored these two little ramps because this PVC is so smooth. I didn't think that the rhino iguana would be able to climb up it. You got lots of space in here, so I think it's going to be pretty good for this little guy until it grows up a little bit more. Let's see. I installed a Zoom Ed UV right there. I believe it's the T5 high output. Yep. And then we have polycarbonate doors that slide on this track right here. Ooh, I just threw off the weight. They are covered in a film, so that way it doesn't get scratched up. I didn't want to peel it off until they were in position because I didn't want it to get all scratched up in the transport. But yeah, I think this will be a good little grow up area for him or her. As you can see, it sits nice and flush. For a rhino iguana, I don't think there's going to be an issue. For a snake, I would probably put another beam right behind here in the middle, just to add a little bit some more support, and then have like a lock. But for a rhino iguana, I don't think they're gonna want to stretch this polycarbonate out as much as a snake would try. They just don't have that, like, really. So as you can see, the one downside of the polycarb is it does flex. I mean, it's kind of good because it'll never break. You can throw that at the ground, it's never gonna break. It's like, I think it's supposed to be like 25 or 40 times like harder to crack than glass or something like that. But it does have some flex, so that's the downside to that. But very durable stuff. I tend to like working with it because you can cut and drill it. So if you wanted to put a locking mechanism through this, you could just drill right through it with a normal drill bit or a normal table saw. So that's the nice thing about polycarb. It is a lot more expensive than acrylic. I don't know if it's too much more expensive than glass, really. It's about the same because this is 1/4 inch. So it's pretty sturdy stuff. But yeah, I also could have ran LEDs in here. He didn't request that. He just wanted the UV, so we just did that. Makes it easy. But yeah, I do them in custom builds. If you'd like to get one done. Oh, I forgot to mention, so we created a nice, about a foot, actually I think it's 11 inches of what would that be called? A retention area, so that way he could put a decent amount of substrate and like plants and soil and stuff like that in here. That way that guy can burrow if he wants to. He can make a little nest or whatever they want to do with that. So should be pretty cool. I'm excited to see it once it's populated and all set up and the little guy's in here. Hopefully he'll be happy. Yeah, so check out olympianexotics.com. Do have some builds up there. None of those are custom, so if you want something specific done, that's kind of what I'm more fond of doing nowadays, just because it's more exciting for me to kind of figure out solutions to the problems rather than just doing the same thing over and over again. I do get kind of bored. So yeah, I think that's about it. Check out olympianexotics.com and have a great day. Thanks for watching.